Here in Mill Road Cemetery, Cambridge, lies the body of Emma Rolfe in a shared family grave. On the inscription, only one line refers to her death. She lived in poverty her whole life and died only 3 months before her 16th birthday. And yet, over 2,000 people came to her funeral. And why?
Good ship sail on the Addy-Addy-O, the Addy-Addy-O, the Addy-Addy-O. Good ship sail on the Addy-Addy-O on the last day of September. Good ship sail on the Addy-Addy-O, the Addy-Addy-O, the Addy-Addy-O. Good ship sail on the Addy-Addy-O on the last day of September. Good ship sail on the Addy-Addy-O, the Addy-Addy-O, the Addy-Addy-O. Good ship sail on the Addy-Addy-O on the last day of September.
Do you remember when you were chasing Barry at Bates Bartlock?
Yeah, and then I threw his cap in the river.
And then you fell in trying to reach it. Oh, that was the merriest summer ever. Why can't things be like they was?
Nothing's like it was.
Come home, Emma.
You know I can't.
But everyone's missing you.
Did my old man put you up to this?
No, he's just worried about you.
Worried that I'm not his skivvy anymore? Hannah, those days are gone. Do you think I want to spend the rest of my life hawking a cart up and down Mill Road? Is that what you want to do?
It's an honest living.
Might be honest, but it's not living. Look, last night I made 3 shillings. That's more than my dad makes in a week. Besides, I gave some to my mother, and there was plenty left over. Come to the garret with me tonight. You'll make a pretty penny, I warrant you.
Oh, I don't like being out in the streets after dark. It's not right what you do. I've seen them men spewing them drinks down the alleyways and groping young girls. They scare me.
Then why not be paid for it? They're not all like that. Some of my new friends are gentlemen, proper gentlemen from the university. Don't look so shocked. They're all the same. Can't resist us when they've had a drink or two. And there's plenty to go round. I haven't had this much money in my life. Come on, Hannah. Me and you can have fun. Just like it was.
Emma was born here in New Street, just off East Road, an area known as Barnwell. Today it is the home of Cambridge Crown Court, with a modern shopping centre just across the road. However, in Victorian times, it was an area filled with slum tenements, a notorious area rife with crime and drunken behaviour. The 1871 census records show that 10-year-old Emma was a scholar at the time, daughter of a street seller. However, it is very doubtful if Emma ever went to school, as whilst there was a ragged school nearby for the poor, most children from poor backgrounds worked as soon as they were able to. Emma was no exception.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Some little urchin, I expect.
Hello. What's the matter?
Don't worry, it's all right. Has someone hurt you?
Yes, some big boys and girls. They took my panties and they stole my shoes. They said they would throw me in the river if I didn't give them.
Oh, it's dreadful. You poor little thing.
My mother gave me 3 pennies to buy bread for my little ones, and now we shall surely starve.
Well, it's all right. Don't worry, you're safe with us. We'll take you home.
No, you don't understand. If I come home with no bread and no shoes, my father will surely beat me.
We haven't time for this. We should be late for the concert.
Please don't tell my father. Please.
We can't leave the poor little mite like this on her own. Child, what's your name?
Lizzie.
Albert, find her 6pence.
This is not our business.
It's in our Christian duty to help.
Here.
No, good sir. I cannot take your 6pence, for I am a wicked child, and will surely be punished, for it is all my fault.
Hush, child. Now, Lizzie, take this 6pence and go to the towns.
You're the kindest people on earth, for you have surely saved my life.
Poor little thing.
I've told you before, Ivy. You're too soft with these people. They need to stand on their own 2 feet and not rely on us to sort out their problems.
Emma left home in the summer of 1876 and moved moved to Crispin Street, a well-known brothel, where she lodged with her friend Annie Pepper. At night, both the girls worked the streets of Cambridge looking for trade. They were known to frequent the Garrick Inn, which is situated just across the road at the junction between Jesus Lane and King Street. And here, at a place still called the Four Lamps, they met their customers. These men came from all walks of life, from the labouring poor to university gentlemen. However, prostitutes were forbidden to work and ply their trade at the more respectable areas of Cambridge, or face arrest. This is why many brothels existed down streets and alleyways off Newmarket Road. We know from records that Barnwell was very well known for its prostitution, which is why when girls like Emma left home, there was no way back.
It really isn't too bad.
I don't understand.
But think of the money.
It's not right. Look what I've got, a whole sixpence.
There's my clever little sister. Where'd you get that from?
Posh lady down by the river. Didn't steal it, not really. You ought to be careful. They got policemen down there. Ah, but I live by my wits.
You should have seen her. She was, oh, I have been stolen from. My father will beat me. We have no bread. We will surely starve.
Then this posh lady goes, you poor little mite, how dreadful is Barnwell? It's our Christian duty to help her.
One day I'll be a lady like her. Molly's learning me my letters at racket school, ain't you, Molly?
Yes, one day I shall be a teacher. Miss Gordon says I'm the best class monitor ever. Well, I should be a famous dressmaker like my cousin Sarah and make lovely gowns for the ladies of London.
Well, it seems we all find ourselves a decent trade in the end. I'm going to go have some soup and bread with Annie. Come down to Garrick tonight. Remember what I said.
I'm coming with you.
Come on then.
And I shall have roast beef and strawberry wine.
Very funny.
Anna!
We've got to come home now, Dad said.
Hello, Robert. What are you up to? My embroidery, see?
Got business.
Who was that? That's Robin Browning. Our cousin Sarah's doing the dressmaking for her mum. They say he's right strange. Why? What'd he do? Well, he's gloomy. He won't eat, just stares. Wonder why he's gloomy? It's all because of women, see? He nearly chucked himself through a river because of her. Yeah? And now Sarah sees him scratched his head all day, saying, I think my head would seem like William. Who's William?
William, his brother. He's been a count's sunstroke, they say. And then his uncle's locked up forever in the Oxford madhouse.
I don't think I want to be living with anyone from that family.
Robert Browning, a former soldier, has been dismissed from the army. He worked here at Covent Garden as a tailor for Mr. Scriven. He was seen on Midsummer Common on the evening of the 24th of August before returning home for his dinner. Then later on returned to the Common at around 8:30 p.m, where he was seen talking to Emma by the Four Lamps. They were then later on joined by Annie Pepper.
I've known Emma for 3 years, and since she's been living in Crispin Street, she used to go out upon the town, and I used to go with her. We were at the Garrick for a pint of ale. We were with each other, but then we left half an hour later. I saw her talking to a man by the fountain in the Common. She asked him to stand her a pint of beer, but he said no. Emma then kicked me on the foot. I knew what she meant. So I asked him, but he said no. He didn't want 2 women. Emma was quite enough for him. And so they left. They went under the railings towards the Fort St. George. And Emma said to me, she said, Annie, I shan't be gone long.
I ain't standing you no pint. You stole my shilling.
What?
It was you, wasn't it? It was you that gave me the clap in Royston.
Look, I don't know what you want about.
You lying whore! Oh, ah. You're gonna pay for what you've done to me.
Last thing she said to me, I shan't be gone long. And then I saw her. I saw her on the Common, just laying there. As if she was asleep, it was. Then I got close.
Immediately after the murder, Browning confessed to a policeman on Newmarket Road and showed him where Emma's body lay. They then spoke to several witnesses, one saying that she lay on her left side with her throat slit under her chin, almost severing her head and her body apart. That night they were taken here to the Fort St George public house, a short distance from where the murder took place. The inquest was then held the next day, and her body was taken home and buried at Mill Road Cemetery, Cambridge. There was said to have been a crowd of 2,000 people who came to pay their respects, and the Reverend Edward Leake, a fellow of Trinity College, addressed the crowd and asked them to reject all sin.
Emma.
Come to the Women's Refuge. You'll find peace and hope. And like the good Reverend says, we must turn away from the path of sin.
I don't want one. And I heard what he said. Hypocrites, the lot of you.
She's right. You should get your own houses in order before you start preaching at us.
My good woman, for your information, Reverend Leake is...
I'm not your good woman, unless you want pay.
You disgust me. Ivy, we're leaving.
It's my fault Emma died, isn't it? Because I take that man's shilling. That's why she died. No, sweetheart, you mustn't say that. It's not your fault she died. Then why did she die?
I don't know. I don't know what my poor mother will say. Mother didn't even want me to go out, and I had a shilling in my pocket, so I went to the common and I saw this girl, the girl from Royston, the one that gave me the disease. Yes, I'm sure it was her. Yeah, I think it was her. I'm sure it was her. I was treating her to some ale. She stole a shilling, so I cut her throat. Killed her. The razor. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what possessed me. I don't know what came over me. I didn't even give the poor thing a chance to repent or reflect.
After his arrest, Browning was sent to trial at Norwich Crown Court, where he admitted he was guilty. However, no clear motive emerged and no money was found on Emma's body. There also was no evidence that Emma ever met Browning in Royston, or that she infected him with the disease, which he claims. Although a doctor has confirmed that he was suffering from a sexually transmitted disease at the time of the murder, his lawyer argued that Browning's mind was deranged, citing the examples of strange behaviours. The jury, however, still found him guilty, and the judge stated that Browning was not insane, and he knew fully well what he was doing when he was seeking out his victim and murdering her. He knew what he was doing, and he knew that it was wrong. The last person Emma saw on this earth was the person who took her life away. She died only a few hundred yards from where she was born, and lived the whole of her short life in Barnwell. But the fact that over 2,000 people came to her funeral shows the impact her death had on the community, and the fact her memory will not be forgotten. Rest in peace, Emma.